Hello everybody, this is Fauscett-Anderson with Dade County, Georgia, and the Dade County Board of Elections has asked me to put together a short presentation on the general primary election ballot information. So there are a few differences on those ballots. There's a Republican ballot, a Democratic ballot, and a non-partisan ballot. We're going to go over each of those ballots. We're also going to talk about local candidates as well as advanced voting info and election day info. So stay tuned in the rest of this presentation to learn more. Up first, we have the sample Republican ballot. There are 4 pages on this Republican ballot. It contains the majority of candidates at our local level, and it also contains some questions put forth by the Republican Party. So here on page 1 of the Republican ballot, you'll find most of our local candidates, people who are running for sheriff, commission, coroner, chairperson, district attorney. That's because they're running on a Republican ticket, so they are located here on page 1 of the Republican ballot. Page 2 of the Republican Party ballot is comprised mostly of state Republican Party questions. It looks as though there are a dozen of those this year, so to see those in further detail, visit our website at dadecounty-ga.gov. Pages 3 and 4 of the Republican ballot cover justices and judges for both local and state. Next, we'll move on to the sample Democratic ballot. This ballot has 3 pages and contains questions put forth by the Democratic Party. On page 1 of the Democratic ballot, you'll see 3 races right up front: the House of Representatives District 14, State Senate District 53, and House of Representatives District 1. Then the ballot very quickly goes into the Democratic Party questions. There are a dozen of those questions on this ballot. Pages 2 and 3 of the Democratic ballot wrap up the party questions and then go into the justices and judges for local and state offices. The biggest difference we're going to see between the Democratic, Republican, and nonpartisan ballots are simply local candidates. Most of our local candidates are only on the Republican ballot. Next, we'll move on to the sample ballot for the nonpartisan general election. If this looks familiar to you, it's because we've seen it twice before, once on the Republican ballot and once on the Democratic ballot. So again, the biggest difference that we see between all 3 of these ballots, the Republican ballot, the Democratic ballot, and the nonpartisan ballot, is that most of our local races and our local candidates are found only on the Republican ballot because they are running as Republicans. On this slide, you can see a list of our local candidates. Some of them have the word incumbent by their name, which just means they've held this position before. Some of them have an R by their name, which means Republican. An NP, if you see that, means nonpartisan. Early voting has begun, and it will last until Friday, May the 17th. As you can see on this slide, there are 2 Saturday votes, Saturday, May the 4th and Saturday, May the 11th. Early voting on Saturdays is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Advanced voting Mondays through Friday between now and May 17th is from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. All early voting happens only in one location in Dade County, and that's the Dade County Administrative Building located at 71 Case Avenue. For those of you who prefer to wait until Election Day to vote, Election Day is Tuesday, May 21st, 2024, and all polls are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. As you can see on this slide, we have listed all 7 precincts for you: Westborough, New Salem, Trenton, North Dade, South Dade, New Home, and Davis. For more information, visit us online at dadecounty-ga.gov. Thank you for your interest in the 2024 general primary election. Remember, Election Day is May the 21st, but early voting is happening now until May 17th. If you have questions about elections in Dade County, please feel free to contact our Board of Elections at 706-657-8170. Thank you.